What if I told you that every word you speak carries thousands of years of history? That the language of millions today, Hindi, has traveled across empires, evolved through poetry, and absorbed the voices of countless cultures? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating journey of Hindi, its etymology, its origins, and how it became one of the most spoken languages in the world. Let's start with the word Hindi itself. The term Hindi comes from the Persian word Hind, which referred to the land beyond the Indus River. The suffix I essentially means of or belonging to. So, Hindi literally means the language of Hind, or the people of India. Interestingly, the word wasn't originally used by native speakers, it was used by outsiders, particularly Persian and Turkic invaders, to describe the languages spoken in the Indian subcontinent. To understand Hindi, we need to go back, way back, to one of the oldest known languages in the world, Sanskrit. Sanskrit, dating back over 3,000 years, was the language of ancient Indian texts like the Vedas. It was highly structured, refined, and used mainly by scholars and priests. But languages evolve. As Sanskrit spread among common people, it began to change. Over time, Sanskrit transformed into simpler, more conversational forms known as Prakrits. These were the everyday languages spoken by ordinary people across different regions of ancient India. Unlike Sanskrit, Prakrits were more flexible and easier to use in daily life. You can think of Prakrits as the bridge between classical Sanskrit and modern Indian languages. As centuries passed, Prakrits evolved further into what linguists call apabhra, a term that roughly means corrupted or transformed speech. Despite the name, apabhra wasn't inferior. It was simply the next stage in linguistic evolution. Between roughly the 6th and 13th centuries, apabhra dialects laid the groundwork for many modern North Indian languages, including Hindi. By the medieval period, forms of early Hindi began to emerge. These weren't standardized languages yet, but rather regional dialects like Braj Bhasha, Awadhi, and Khari Bolai. These dialects became powerful literary languages. For example, many devotional poets wrote in Awadhi and Braj, making their works accessible to the common people. This was a turning point. Language was no longer just for scholars. It was for everyone. With the arrival of Persian-speaking rulers, especially during the Delhi Sultanate and Mughal periods, Hindi absorbed a significant number of Persian and Arabic words. This cultural blending gave rise to a linguistic spectrum. On one end, heavily Persianized speech evolved into what we now call Urdu. On the other, more Sanskrit-influenced forms developed into modern Hindi. Despite political and cultural divides, Hindi and Urdu share a common grammatical foundation. They're like two branches of the same tree. Among all dialects, Khari Bolai, spoken around Delhi, gradually became the base for standard Hindi. During the 19th century, especially under British colonial rule, there was a push to standardize languages for administration and education. Hindi, written in the Devanagari script, was promoted as a distinct language. It increasingly incorporated Sanskrit vocabulary, shaping what we recognize as modern standard Hindi. After India gained independence in 1947, Hindi was declared one of the official languages of the country. Today, it is spoken by hundreds of millions of people, not just in India, but across the world. From Bollywood films to digital media, Hindi continues to evolve, absorbing English words, slang, and global influences. What makes Hindi truly remarkable is its adaptability. It has survived invasions, colonial rule, and globalization, not by resisting change, but by embracing it. Every new word, every borrowed phrase, adds another layer to its rich history. Hindi isn't just a language, it's a journey. A story that began with ancient chants and continues today in conversations, songs, and stories across the globe. And the next time you hear or speak Hindi, remember, you're not just using words. You're carrying forward thousands of years of human history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Hindi, let me know which language you want to explore next.